Damn it, J38. Stop texting me. What do you want? I'm live. Baseball, beers, and bullshit. And then that was Hatter. And then, I've been waiting since J38. What is going on, everybody? This is Major League Hatz, and we are going to start off with something a little bit different today. Since it is Valentine's Day, we got a little ASMR going on. No. No. Is anybody even here? I can never tell, of course, so I'm just going to wait a second or so. There he is. J38 is drunky. Screw you, J38. Okay, guys. This is actually pretty good. All right. That was actually pretty good. So, hang on. I'm making a mess. Okay. Wow, what a way to start the show. This is really intriguing. I already lost somebody. Thanks a lot. So anyways, guys, sorry about yesterday. So what happened was, yesterday was the annual event where they released this beer called Plenty the Younger. 7-Eleven donut. No. Anyway, so they released this beer. They only release it for 2 weeks out of the whole year. It gets released in February, and you're only allowed. It's so strict actually to get this beer that you're only allowed 3 servings of it, and it's like 10 ounces. And for once, this year was the first year that they were bottling it, and so that has really increased, the amount of people that have been wanting to try to go. So I figured, well, last year I only waited like a half hour in line, so it was just me. So I figured, okay, I'm going to go over there. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to go get some lunch and shit, have some beers and whatever, get my Plenty of the Younger, and there we go. Because I didn't really want to wait for Team Mom. Me and Team Mom are going to go back on Wednesday. But long story short, I waited 4 hours. I did get my 3 beers of Plenty the Younger, and this is really top-notch beer. It is 10.25 alcohol per volume, and for all you numbnuts that drink the Blue Moon girl-ass women drinks out there like Hatter, oh, fuck, damn it, this shit will knock you out. So what I did was, after I came home, I had 4 beers in a matter of a half hour, and they were 3 Youngers and a beer called Blind Pig, which is another beer that's about 6 to 7%. Thanks, Johnny G. 6 to 7% alcohol per volume. And I picked up T-ball, and after we got home, I went up and I was waiting for Team Mom to come home. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to close my eyes. She'll be home in like a half hour. I was kind of tired, waiting in line 4 hours. Next thing I know, I'm out. And I only woke up for a short time after I realized that it was way too quiet in the house, especially with T-ball. And I'm like, where the hell is everybody? Well, they all ditched my ass to go to Mary. So, yeah, I was passed out. So, yeah, sorry about that. So I was actually home drunk last night, but it was a lot of fun because it was. It's not like I was throwing up or anything. I was just sleeping. So anyway, don't blame Plenty. What's up, MLH? How you doing, Aaron C? We are live. Finally, welcome to the podcast, Hat Society Club. Hats, bless you. I drink Steel Reserve 8.1. That's actually pretty strong right there. Finally, live. Nice hat you got on there, bro. Thank you, MTS. No problem. I had Warsteiner tonight, whooping 4.8%. Did you get that from a recommendation from Hatter there, J38? Is that a St. Patrick's Day hat? Yes, it is. From last year. It's the 2019 version. Yep, it is. Did she clean up your throw up? No, because I didn't throw up. I usually don't throw up. What's up, Professor Hatter? I'm looking forward to seeing that Jeffrey Nadel guy, because I like that Jeffrey Nadel guy. He's a new Patreon member. Just so you guys know, unfortunately, we lost a Patreon member. But I want to thank Jeffrey Nadel for being the new Patreon member. So we're back at 3. I saw 1917 tonight with the fam. Great movie. 1917. What the fuck is that? What's up, bro? What's up, Ezekiel Baseball? Drink one tonight. So tonight we are doing, as usual, a little rendition, baseball, beers, and bullshit, but it's going to be counted as the weekly podcast. And then tomorrow I got some Lagunitas. Dude, My fridge for once looks like a freaking mini bar because I usually don't keep a lot of beer in the house, and I probably have a good 20 to 25 different kinds of beers in the fridge, so I can start filming my Funko Pop videos, Funko Pops and beer. If you haven't heard of 1917, then you're a rock person living under a rock. No, Hatter, I live under a roof with taxes and shit and house insurance and mortgage rates. No, I don't think this is a rock. Yeah, it's a house. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, guys, also I want to thank whoever used my affiliate link for Hat Club on around February 12th. They spent about $70 and I made $4 out of the deal. So I'm super happy. If you guys ever want to support the channel and you guys want to get something in return, of course, you guys can go follow my affiliate link. You're going to start seeing it more in my descriptions. Go to Hat Club and use my link. Go to Hat Club and you can still log into your account and get all your same stuff. So you're not going to lose nothing. You're just going to help support the channel because it looks like I referred you. So if you guys want to go do that, please go do that. I encourage you and I would appreciate it. So you're doing a podcast tomorrow? Yes, I am. After work, I currently get off of work at 7:30 tomorrow night, so I should be on about 8 to 8:15-ish, and that's the plan tomorrow. Tomorrow's the official baseball beers and bullshit. Tonight's just a weekly podcast, so I have a couple hats to show you guys tonight. I got a shitload of news, so we're probably going to divide it up because there's so much news. I had, unlike Hatter, I'm prepared. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's not even counting, the NXT wrestling that happened this weekend, which honestly was pretty good. And then tonight on SmackDown, Dosovich is going to go out with his peach, Mandy Rose, on Valentine's Day. I don't know about you, but I want to see what happens on their date. Who else is excited for their date? I know I am, so I'll be watching that in a little bit. Let's see, when is Hat Club dropping the Lorna? I don't know. You doing a podcast? Yes. Have you seen Sonic? Like the Sonic? No, I haven't seen Sonic. Is he running around somewhere? No, I haven't seen Sonic. Get cultured, son. Get out of the house. I'm going to pretend like I didn't hear that from Professor Hatter about get cultured, son, and get out of the house. Hatter, aren't you still living with mommy and daddy at home? Yeah, Hatter. We'll pretend you didn't say that. Where's that Jeffrey Needle guy? I like him a little bit better, man. If he only knew how you talk to me, Professor Hatter. Damn it. I'll be at work. I'm sorry. Sonic movie. No, I never saw a Sonic movie. I don't watch a lot of movies in person only because, I just never have enough time. Okay, so now let's get cracking. What is everybody drinking? Johnny G, just call out, man. Just call out, dude. My shit's better. Hey, what's up, Reds fan? What's going on? How you doing? My shit's way more entertaining than I'm pretty sure of loading a couple, trucks in with Coke. I only watch boobies. Love the Sonic double what up. I only watch boobies. So I got my coolers because I got my piss beer, and then just in case I got 805. Now, I can't call out. I'm sorry, Jay. The replay will be here for you, bro. Yep, Reds fans, bro. Okay, I was gonna do this podcast a bunch of different ways, but I figured I might as well do it this way. Okay, so if you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys are all aware, the Astros are actually being sued by Mike Bolsinger. He's a former Toronto Blue Jays pitcher. Back in 2017, I believe he was pitching in Toronto. He comes in, throws 29 pitches in a third of an inning. He gives up like 4 or 5 runs, 4 walks, some bullshit like that. He just gets lit the F up, right? Anyways, he never really recovered. And I will say that Mike Bolsinger was not like a great pitcher. But if you think about it, without looking it up, and the little bit that I remember, he didn't have like a lengthy career. He only pitched in, I don't know, about maybe 20 games, give or take. But you think that with somebody with not a heavy Major League Baseball resume, that if you have like one bad inning or not even an inning, a third of an inning, and you get lit up, what do you think the hell's going to happen to your ERA? It's going to look shitty as hell. And he had an ERA in the 6.5. And I'm bringing this up because all the clowns out there that are hating on Mike Bolsinger and saying that he is trash, you need to reevaluate your situation to figure out why you're calling him trash. You're calling him trash. You're saying he don't deserve to be in the major leagues? Well, shit, you don't deserve to breathe air, because obviously 97% of players that are in the major leagues are better than the other 500 million people that are trying to play baseball. And yes, those numbers make no sense because I don't have Hatter here checking my work. But for somebody to say that Mike Bolsinger is trash and he's garbage, you guys probably know who I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen his video, go check it out. I'm not going to tell you guys who it is. Go give him a fucking dislike because he deserves one. You guys know my feeling on calling Major League Baseball players trash. You don't do it. I may not like certain players because I think they're a-holes, but I will never call a baseball player trash. If I could trade and be that player for a day in the major leagues, I would so trade it. I would so trade it because once you make the major leagues, nobody can take that away from you. And you can always call yourself for the rest of your life a former Major League Baseball player. That a-hole that is living at home in his mommy's trailer because he can't even afford his own trailer is calling this dude trash? I might work at a retail hat store because I'm having a little bit of a setback, and that's okay. I'm good with that. But at least my career or future realization isn't manager at Little Caesars if you're still holding that damn job. And if you're holding that job at Little Caesars, you must be a fucking idiot. Yes, this is not a channel for 13-year-olds. So if you're over the age of 13, you can continue watching. If you're under the age of 13, get the hell off my channel. This channel's not for you. And this pissed me off. And so to clear up that, Mike Bolsinger has filed a lawsuit against the Astros because he really felt that because of the cheating, and he really felt that the players knew what he was going to be throwing, that it really messed up his career. And there's a lot to say for that, because if you take away those 4 or 5 runs that he picked up in his ERA and that 1 1/3 of an inning, his ERA probably goes from, Hatter, come on, go look him up. Do the math for me, please. Do me that favor. Go look him up if somebody knows how to figure out the ERA really quickly. That ERA goes down probably from about 6 to maybe 4, 4.5, somewhere around there. I'm guessing. I think 5 is a little high if you take away those 4 runs in 1/3 of an inning pitch. That is ridiculous. And if you got an ERA that's in the 4s, you're going to get additional looks. But if you got an ERA in the 6 and you didn't realize that the Astros were cheating until yesterday morning, of course you're not going to look at him. Of course he's not going to get a chance. So Mike Bolsinger is suing the Astros. He's kind of suing them kind of light, in my opinion, because he's basically suing them for like $3 million. He wants the Astros to give up their winnings and donate it to a charity in Los Angeles. And there was some other bullshit that he was suing for to kind of make things right. Now, I told you guys from the get-go that the amount that the Astros were fined was ridiculous. It was way not enough. They should have been fined more, because this is not a thing to prevent them or keep them from possibly cheating again in the future. Let's see if I wrote down the damn notes on Mike on Bolsinger, because I know I had them on here, because I was writing down all these damn notes as usual. Yes, and I was supposed to type them up and have them a little bit more organized. It's just I just kind of got busy a little bit about it. So let's see here. No, it doesn't look like I have it in the right order. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't have it in the right order. Oh, here we go. So he filed a complaint. He gave 4 runs, 4 hits, 3 walks in a 1/3 of inning pitch. He lost 16-17. He was demoted to the minor leagues the next day. Hasn't returned to the majors since that has happened. He forfeited. He wants the Astros to forfeit. See, I got my numbers wrong. $31 million to LA charities, and then he wants financial aid for former players. I really hope that Mike Bolsinger wins this lawsuit. I really do. And if the Astros are smart, they're just going to pay it up, settle it out of court. Because the other thing that's been going on a lot is since all the pitchers and catchers have reported, it has finally come out that, first of all, it wasn't really started by the Astros, if you think about it. The player that kind of started the apology train was Marwin Gonzalez. He's not even on the Astros anymore. He's with the Twins, and he's like, I feel kind of basically, I'm paraphrasing what I heard. He says he feels really bad. He feels sorry. He's sorry for basically what he did, and he's kind of embarrassed, and he hope he can kind of regain people's trust. Right after that, basically, Jose Altuve came along, Alex Bregman, and Carlos Correa came along and said that, yes, we are sorry, we screwed up, and we lost a lot of your guys' trust. Okay, can I have my fucking $400 back that I paid you guys for the Carlos Correa World Series champion jersey and the hat and the t-shirt I bought? Could I have my fucking money back? Thanks. I'm glad you feel sorry. Now, there is controversy that Altuve had a buzzer in his jersey, so when Chapman was pitching, he knew it was going to come. The only reason I feel that they haven't confirmed the buzzer is because either they didn't look into it deeper, or that maybe only a couple people on the team knew. And since there's no real evidence that there was a buzzer being used, Major League Baseball is just like, well, we got what we can get, so we're just going to go with that. And, that's almost the right call. Yes, do I want Altuve to come out and say he used the buzzer or not? Yes, I do. But I almost feel like even if he said he didn't use the buzzer, I'm not going to believe him, if you know what I mean. So it's like I'm only going to believe one answer from Jose Altuve. And you guys can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm only going to believe one answer. I used the damn buzzer. I knew what Chapman was pitching. I knew it. And I launched that bitch into the upper deck. That's the only thing I'm going to believe. So am I wrong about that? So, that's not working. And this numbnut, I think he's in Texas or some shit, something like that. Houston, I don't know where the fuck he's at. For all I know, he lives under the fucking bridge with the trolls. Anyways, he's the one that's been saying that they should move on. Everybody needs to move on. The Astros did whatever. No. You are so freaking naive. You shouldn't even have a fan card to be an Astros fan. Me as a Giants fan, I'm straight up. You guys know this. I would be the first one bashing the Giants if they came along and something like this came out that the Giants were cheating to this magnitude. I'm still waiting to see what happens with the Red Sox because of everything. Everything got pushed back about what's going to happen with the Red Sox. I'm still not convinced, obviously, that the Red Sox are clear and everything. They're probably a little more sneakier in the sense that they obviously didn't have the trash cans banging, and so it might be a little bit harder to press the issue with the Red Sox. And then there was also, if you guys haven't forgotten, there was speculation that the Yankees also had some form of cheating. Yes, is there cheating going on? Of course there's cheating, but there's cheating the right way. And what the Astros did was not the right way to cheat. Okay, so I know I'm probably missing a lot of shit. We got Coops Cards. What's going on? Doing good, Reds. Chillin' Reds fan. Amen. I hear that, brother. Me starts to look back at every video to find Hatz calling an MLB player trash. I never have called an MLB player trash. So, Professor Hatter, get the fuck off here. Go get your buddy, your brother, Jeffrey Nadel, because I've never called a baseball player trash. I never. I said I don't like Javier Baez, and I don't like a number of players because they're a-holes, and they're not my baseball buddies, but I've never called them trash. In fact, if I remember right, Professor Hatter, I said, if anybody calls a baseball player trash, I'm going to ban their ass because they deserve to get banned because they're naive to baseball. You drinking? Yes, I am now. You look like a lawyer with all those papers. Attorney has call 1-888 attorney has for a consultation. I'm glad that I've always disliked the Astros way before 2017. Can't wait to investigate the rest of the World Series winners this past decade and become anal about finding a conspiracy. Yes, and then when the Cubs get busted because obviously they haven't been able to cheat correctly again, I'm gonna laugh my fucking head off when the Cubs get busted. Hatter, by the way, go find Jeffrey Nadel, see what he's up to. By the way, the last count on that rejects video, he had 43 dislikes. And yeah, it's beautiful. And I'm pretty sure he has more than that. He should. Cubbies clean. Yeah, clean the street. Hatter, give it a little bit. Give it this baseball season. If nothing comes out with the Cubbies, the Giants, the Yankees, who else knows? If they're clean, then okay, cool. But give it this baseball season. That's all I'm saying. All right, so that was the first story. And the one thing I want to mention, though, it's funny that when they asked AJ Hinch, he had an interview, and they straight asked him, did they do anything to cheat or use buzzers, whatever. He avoided the question like the coronavirus. It's like, dude, answer it, don't answer it. Just say no comment because there's stuff going on, or my attorneys have advised me not to comment. Am I the only dumbass one here who's doing a podcast late on a Friday that can come up with that kind of logic? Says, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to be able to comment on that situation. It is Major League Baseball has done all their investigations, and I'm not going to be commenting on it. No, he just kind of just sat there like a freaking stone statue. So it's like, God damn, AJ Hinch. Oh, and to make it worse, I don't know if you guys saw today, but Tony Kemp, who's currently now with the A's, he used to be, of course, with the Astros. I met him a number of times in minor league baseball. Seems like a cool guy. He's a baseball buddy. Got some autographs and a picture from Tony Kemp. Don't forget, you guys, hit the because I'm going to need it, especially after I'm dissing this fool in Houston, because he sends all his little minion 9-year-olds at me. So don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please. Anyway, so he either got released by the Astros or traded or waived or something, and the A's picked him up. And he said today that when he came up to the major leagues in 2017, that the Astros talked to him about cheating, and he said he's not cool with that, and he didn't feel pressured from anybody else to infringe on this cheating scandal codebreaker thing. Can you believe that? Maybe that's why he sucked, because when he was up at the plate, let me guess, he's trash too because he didn't want to participate in the cheating scandal. So he's trash. I can hear that. I can hear that now. If you guys go watch Numbnuts videos, I'm sure that's probably what he's saying after he just spewed that Tony Kemp was one of his favorite players or whatever, and he wished him all the future endeavor bullshit. I can see Paulie saying now, Tony Kemp's trash because he didn't want to go along. What fucking ever, my God. Who blew up the trash can? I'm just here so I don't get fined. Rivers say Astros were using vibrators to cheat to win. Yeah, Altuve had a plug in him. And here's what I'm going to say, and then we're going to kind of move on. Here's what I want to see happen, guys. If Pete Rose is not reinstated into baseball and to the Hall of Fame like he justly deserves, Altuve should not be a Hall of Famer. Carlos Correa, who's going to have a great career probably. So is Alex Bregman for the next 10 years. George Springer should not be Hall of Famers. Anybody that was associated with the Astros of 2017 should not be eligible for the Hall of Fame until Pete Rose did. Until Pete Rose is in the Hall of Fame himself. Pete Rose, in my opinion, did not do anything to affect a player's livelihood or his future in Major League Baseball. He didn't. All he did was bet on the Reds to win. Yes, he was the manager. You can maybe say that he had a pitcher stay out there too long. But you guys, if you look at it this way, look at Nolan Ryan back in the days. Look at Sandy Koufax. Those fools went out and pitched 9 innings a day. They pitched a double header. Both of them. They did not come out of the freaking game. So you can't say that Pete Rose was not doing nothing abnormal at the time to jeopardize any of the players of the games. He was playing by the way that baseball was back in the 60s, 70s, 80s when he was managing the Reds. So why, if the Astros have been direct resulted in affecting people's careers like Bolsinger, like Tanaka, like Chapman, like David Robinson, from making money, from having better careers, more longevity. Why are they allowed to make the Hall of Fame? Tell me that. Explain that to me. I don't fucking get it. Let's see. Astros should have been banned for 2 postseasons. Fuck 2. Hatter. 2? Oh my God. Dude. You're it. I'm blocking fucking Hatter, dude. Bring me back Jeffrey Nadel. Give Astros a death sentence for 1 season. No. Astros should have a 5-year ban from postseason. Any postseason. And guess what? No top 5 round picks for 5 seasons. Oh, and then on top of it, here's the other part I heard. Because of this cheating scandal, their international pool or money was not affected. And so they're able to go get top talent international players with no consequences. They still got to play the rules of the international players, but they have 0 consequences, and they can go and sign anybody they want. They don't have to really worry about the luxury tax or any of that bullshit because it's different protocol with international signees. How is that fucking possible? No. Astros, $100 million fine. 5-year ban from postseason. They cannot pick any player before we'll say 3rd round. Their first pick will be in the 3rd round. And if they only can sign 2 international players per season for the next 2 years. After that, they can sign more. That is going to teach the Astros and anybody else that decides to try to cheat, it is not worth it. What do you guys think of that? Let's see. Like Manchester City, you'll have to give me some more information on that. I only heard a little bit today. I didn't read the article, so I have a small snippet of I know what happened, but not enough to really comment on it. So thank you, Easy Kill Baseball. I did hear about that. I was just going to bring up Man City. No, you fucking were not, Professor Hatter. No, Nolan Ryan has games where he pitch count was over 200. Exactly. And I only brought that up because somebody said that because Pete Rose was gambling and, on baseball and on the Reds to win, he potentially could have rode his pitchers too hard because he wanted to win the game so bad. And that's the reason why I brought that up, because I didn't feel that way. So, yeah, thank you for saying that. MLB was too easy on the Astros yesterday. Make them use their minor league rosters to play the season. No, because that's not fair to the minor leaguers, because ultimately J38, the minor leaguers, they're not ready for the big leagues. They're not ready for the long haul. I mean, these are guys that potentially just came out of high school and some just came out of college, and the amount of time or practice that they put in college is way different from the minor leagues. So I think I don't think that would be the best idea. And you can't even really use AAA players because, I mean, the idea is kind of to build up your arm strength and your endurance. And that's why you start in rookie ball in where it starts in June after you get drafted. So you play like a half season, and then you kind of start building up your endurance. And each year you get a little bit stronger. So I kind of don't like that idea. I see where you're going with it. It's not the best idea, in my opinion. I think they should strictly use major league players that can handle it, that have the mindset and the maturity in their body to be able to handle that for the whole year. Let's see here. Make the N row. Okay, I don't get that. I'm with Pete. I'll take 20 on the Reds. How was the minor leagues tryout major? Okay, so I'm going to say this. Since MTS asked. So minor leagues, if you guys are not aware, was trying out for the varsity baseball team. And I'll tell you what I know. I have an idea of what's going to happen, and I'm cool with it, but here's what I know. So minor leagues made the freshman team his freshman year of high school. But about 2 weeks into baseball season, he got cut because of his grades. If you got bad grades at baseball, they don't let you sit out and practice and whatever, and then get your grades up, and then you can play the rest of the season like they do with football sometimes or basketball. So he got cut. His sophomore year, his grades just were really fucking lousy. He worked hard to get him up for football. He got him up, and then basketball came along, and yeah, he played half the year for basketball, and then he had to sit the other half. So that really killed him. So he was in no way playing baseball for his sophomore year. Anyways, so he's trying out for his junior year on the varsity team. His grades are really good for once. He's working really hard to get those up. Long story short, there is a chance that he's probably going to start with the JV team. They have a varsity game tomorrow in the Bay Area, and I can't go, unfortunately, because I do got to work. unfortunately. But the coach has already talked to him. He knows who minor leagues is. He's coached him before in the past, so he knows what kind of player that is. So that's his advantage. But minor leagues realistically isn't ready for varsity, and I feel that going on JV would be a good fit for him. He'd probably get more playing time. He'd be able to build up his arm strength, and hopefully he gets some control. Because I'm not being facetious or anything, and I'm not saying this because it's my son, but I will tell you guys, he's a lefty. He throws fucking hard. He throws at least in the mid 80s to low 90s. He's just got no control. He's either going to walk you or strike you out, plain and simple, and you ain't even going to lay the bat on the ball. There was one game that he played. He got in as a pitcher. I'm not kidding you. He walked 3 straight batters, loaded the bases, no outs. After that, strike 3, strike 3, strike 3. Everybody looking or swinging. Strike 3, strike 3. It's like, fuck, dude, you can't pitch if there's nobody on base. So the coach has already talked to him a little bit about playing JV and to try to get his strength up and to get him going. So it looks like he'll probably be on JV. I'll know more for sure, definitely by Monday. But that's where I think he'll be. And as long as he's there, that's perfectly fine. He can work his ass off and he can make it up to varsity by the end of the year. And his future, honestly, in baseball, he has a legitimate shot to actually, if he gets his focus and his control down, he does have a legitimate shot to go play college ball. I will tell you, though, is he the best? He's not the best. But I will tell you, he's got some good stuff. When he focuses and when he puts down his control, he's got some good stuff. He throws so fast, so hard. He's got some natural movement on the ball. I can't even catch him. It kills me. I hurt myself literally trying to catch him because it's like if I even blink or my eyes are not like 100%, which they're not anyways, I'm going to get fucking hurt. I swear to God. There's games where I've coached minor leagues for like basketball or even baseball, and he's fucked up or he's not having a good game. I pull his ass out because he doesn't deserve to play. So I'm one of those dads that is hard on him, and I make sure he understands I have to be hard on you because there's people looking at me. And yes, I know other coaches don't do that, but I do that. But anyways, thank you for asking, MTS. I think he'll make at least JV, and I'll be totally happy with that. And he can work. I've had to keep my grades up for marching. Oh my fucking A. I almost didn't march any competition because of my grades. Good luck to minor leagues getting those grades up. Minor league's good shit. See, I am weed tall, did Sofa King weed tall. What the fuck? MC Slot 8084. Do you have catcher's gear? I don't. But I should probably get some. But at the same time, I'm fucking old, J38, dude. My back can't handle it, dude. And plus my hand can't handle it. So anyways, guys, thank you for asking. So let's get on. There's a couple things I wanted to talk about. Dan D9, who is not here because he's sleeping, LOL, and MC Slots 8084. Dan D9 was mentioned. Fuck this, dude. We gotta show a hat real quick. Ugh. I gotta show a hat, you guys. This hat is kind of a special hat because this is officially my 800th hat. And I just got this hat in today, and I'm really excited about it. But it does have a little backstory. I'm kidding. I'm not going to show you that hat. I don't want to show you guys my 800 hat real quick. Let me show you the other hat. All right. So no 800 hat. I'm going to show you a hat number 799. Actually, I think it's 798. But we got, bam, the Rochester Hustlers. Holy shit. So this is a hat that I've freaking been wanting. If you guys don't know, it's the Rochester Red Wings. They're the AAA team of the Minnesota Twins. And I have been wanting this hat for quite a while. Anyways, my nephew was playing pool. He put a picture on Instagram, and it was hella funny. He missed the shot, whatever, so I just messed with him. I didn't get him a present for Christmas because I didn't know what to get him. So once I saw that, I went on the Red Wings website. I saw that they had like a 920 hat. An adjustable hat. And so I'm like, perfect. I'll send him that hat. And I'll tell him, give him like a little note saying about how it's going to improve his pool game. And at the meantime, I was able to get the Hustlers hat. And this one only cost me about $24. But you guys got to remember, though, shipping's a bitch. but this one only cost me $24, so not bad. I've been wanting this hat for a while, so check it out. He's a pool player, obviously a hustler, and with the cue, he's hitting the billiard ball, which is a baseball. He's got nice little seams. He's got his green shirt on. He's got his little evil handlebar mustache. His chin is like sticking out hella far like that. So I've been wanting this hat for freaking a long ass time. So what do you guys think about that? I am currently working on the rest of my minor league hats. I need about 15 more hats to go to have one hat from every minor league team. So I will be working on that. And yeah, we do got hat number 800 in that box. That is officially hat 800. But I ain't going to show you it. By the way, I'm not even going to show you hat 799 because I'm saving that. I will show you an alternate hat instead of hat 799. Now, I'll tell you maybe if I remember when I show you 799, but chances are I'll probably forget when I show you to tell you it was 799. Hustler's hat is a dope as fuck. Thank you very much. He'll hustle your wife. That's okay. Damn, I want it next year. You will be at 1,500. I'm on probation. I probably won't be at 1,500. Keep working hard, minor league. Keep pushing things for the update, Major. You're welcome. Let's see here. This is a good one. Been wanting it. Well, it was only $24, J38. Go hit them up. Do you have a Red Hawks hat? Yes. Wait, Red Hawks. Rochester Red Hawks? Red Wings. It's a Rochester Red Wings. I think I said Red Hawks. Who the fuck are the Red Hawks? I'm kind of screwed up now. Are you talking about the Oklahoma City Red Hawks or the AAA team? Reds fan, Florida. Let's see 800. God damn it. All right. I'm not doing this for the super chat. Well, kind of, but I'm also doing this because Reds fan Florida, J38, MTS is actually morning time. But you guys all are on the East Coast, Midwest time. So let's check it out. I got so much news that we could talk about, so I might just hold it up. Fargo and Red Hawks minor leagues baseball team. Fargo and Red Hawks. Elvis, I have no fucking clue what you're writing here. What are you drinking over there, Elvis? Anyways, so I might as well just tell you. Fuck it. I'll tell you the story here in just a minute. But here we go, guys. We had to make 800 hat a special one. And in remembrance of their first Super Bowl in umpteen years, we got, bam, the Kansas City Chiefs. Super Bowl 54 champions hat. Yes. Am I disappointed that the Niners did not win? Of course I am. But the Chiefs haven't won a Super Bowl since what? Super Bowl 2 or 3 in 50 years. And so this was a freaking awesome hat. So the backstory in this one, guys, is I had a bet with J38 that if the Niners won, he was going to get me the Super Bowl champions Niners. And if the Chiefs won, I'd get him the Chiefs hat. So as soon as that the Chiefs won, unfortunately, kicked back my Niners, I ordered J38 a hat, sent it to him, and I ordered myself a hat. So 758s made out of 100% polyester, made out of in Bangladesh. MTS says, good luck on baseball and keep working hard. And Professor Hatter says he almost got cut from band because of his grades. So he couldn't go in the marching band because of his grades. Yeah. So Professor Hatter plays instruments.
So he got cut from the band because of the grades?
Yeah.
Well, it's not like they needed.
Well, he had to sit.
Well, it's not like they needed him. He was just playing the triangle.
So minor league says, Hatter, that you were just playing the triangles, so he's not sure why you had to sit. So anyways, so I had to get the Chiefs hats. I will wear it. Obviously, I am disappointed that the Niners lost, but oh well. I had to, like I say, I had to give recognition to the Chiefs for winning their championship. So what do you guys? Thank you, Reds fan in Florida, for the $2.99 super chat. I'm freaking thank you so much. That is freaking awesome. So, all right, guys. You know what? Let's talk. What is going on tonight? I mean, I got so much. Oh, I wanted to talk to you guys about since Dan D9 kind of ruined it. Tell that kid to sit down. That kid's bigger than you, Hatter. He's only 5'11", but he's bigger than you. So I don't know. I would like to see that matchup. That triangle is for dinner time. Hell yeah. Look like you're jumping on the bandwagon. Oh, hell no, Elvis. No. You could say I'm jumping on the bandwagon, but if you know me, Elvis, you know I will tell somebody straight up, even if I'm wearing this hat, If they say, oh, what about those Chiefs? I will say straight up they suck. I play the trombone, by the way. No, Hatter, we don't want to Reese McGuire you from the Blue Jays, okay? You can keep that trombone situation to yourself, okay? No Reese McGuire news here today, okay? Okay. Keep Reese McGuire to yourself there. Elvis, show us your blue suede shoes. No shit, right? By the way, where is Gut? Gut, what happened to Gut, my buddy from the last week? The rusty trombone. I mean, if you've never used the trombone, is it really rusted? I mean, you would think that it would have like zero. Yeah, that's a good question. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Anyways, Dan D9 was stealing some of my thunder this week because if you guys have the rusty trombone, I wish I had some blue suede wrench. I wish I had a blue. What the fuck are you going to do with the blue suede wrench? Nobody gets a blue wrench. I'm not one of those freaking YouTuber podcasters that just, you get a blue wrench, you get a blue wrench, you get a blue wrench. What the fuck do I need all these moderators for? I can handle all my shit. Hatter plays the pipes. Yes, he does. Cool kids play the trombone. Hatter, you keep living by that lie and you'll wonder why you're single. By the way, Hatter, how's the Valentine's Day going on? Oprah, I have. See, Wrestle Machine 28 got a blue wrench. He just made his own. By the way, first beer of the night. It tastes like shit. Anyways, guys, so Dan D9, he was an unofficial member of my news team, was trying to steal. You're drinking coolers. Yeah, it's a Friday podcast, so this isn't the official beers, baseball, and bullshit. So we're saving the good shit for tomorrow. I was at the movies tonight. Well, fucking good for you. Your mom and your sister do not count as a damn date, Hatter. By the way, tell your sister what's up for me. Yeah, I know. My wife's not on here tonight, so I'm okay. Anyway, so Dan D9 was mentioning about the new moves in the baseball playoffs. And what they're going to do is they're going to have 2 additional teams, 1 from each league. So that'd actually be kind of cool. And then the team with like the best record is going to get a bye. You're going to have 3-game series where the team with the best record out of those ones that are playing in the first round, they will play in their local cities. So there's not playing like 2 home and 1 away type BS. It's all in the same city. So that is good. Also, they're expanding their rosters from like 25 to 26. So that's good. So those are the big changes. The other thing is the top 3 teams with the best records would actually get to pick who they want to play. So it's like you're not going to have no more like what 1 and 2, 1 seed would sit. You're not going to have like a 2 versus 5 seed or 2 versus 6. You're going to have, hey, 2 wants to play the 3 seed because they feel like they'll have better pitching against that matchup, or they've had a good series all year against that team. They're going to play that 2 versus 3 seed. And I think that could be very intriguing because you're going to see potential World Series matchups that could have happened in the finals that you're going to see like in the first round. And I think that's actually really cool. No, I don't mean World Series finals because obviously that's American League nationally, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Okay, you're going to see like championship games like Red Sox versus Yankees in the first round. Obviously, I don't think the Red Sox are going to be in the playoffs the next couple of years because they're under a lot of changes right now, but you guys know what I mean. So that is actually a very cool novice idea. She's a nurse and can drink you under the table. Hatter, how do you know? Hatter, no, nothing. Hatter, damn it. Hatter, you're in timeout. You're in timeout. Let's see here. Let's see. Put user in timeout. We had to put Hatter in timeout. He's just making up all these false allegations that his sister, by the way, she's a nurse, so thank you for that. Save people's lives. Could drink me under the table? First of all, why would I be under the table, Hatter? I don't usually drink under a table because I don't fit under tables. Second of all, if she's drinking the same shit you drinking, Blue Moon, there's no fucking way she's drinking me under the table. So, Hatter, get your shit right. By the way, hopefully we'll finally get to see Jeffrey Nadel. I love that Jeffrey Nadel guy. So, I don't know, guys. What do you guys think of the baseball playoff changes? I kind of like them a little bit. By the way, I'm only giving Hatter a hard time. He knows that, so I know he's not going away. Shit be going under the table. So let's see here. I'm waiting for him to come back. He probably didn't think I was going to time him out. He might have been referring to me at so. All right, guys. I'm going to open up the 805 beer. The last time that I had an 805 beer was actually at the Rose Bowl game, and yeah, a $17 805 beer, and it was expensive. NATO for Press 3032. That's about right. That's about right. So, real quick, so what do we got here? So we talked about Bolsinger. We talked about the playoffs. AJ Hinch interview. Did anybody actually watch that piece of garbage on that Mr. 305? By the way, guys, for all the football knob, yes, Jeff Needle. She drinks better beer. She went to Ireland and had great beers there. Loves the Guinness. Guinness is a nasty-ass beer. But I will tell you, though, Jeff Needle, it's very nice to see you. Your brother, Professor Hatter, was getting out of control tonight, and we had to put him in timeout. I will tell you, though, I've never tried Guinness. I actually have a Guinness in the fridge right now for one of my Funko Pop reviews. So if you guys aren't already subscribed to Funko Pops and Beer, go check it out. But I will be putting a lot more videos coming up. What's up, Jeff? No, Fiona. Did she drink with Shrek? I'm actually from 805. Are you really? That's funny. So anyways, so I actually don't know what Guinness actually tastes like. By the way, Jeff Nadel, I was told by the team mother that Guinness is not an actual Irish beer or whatever it is. That's what she told me. So, she could win a drinking contest just about everyone. Jeff Nadel, I can't even understand what you wrote. She could win a drinking contest against just about everyone. How do you know that, Jeff Nadel? I really want to see that. I challenge Jeff Nadel's sister and Jeff Nadel to a drinking contest, and we will see who passes out. But we got to get the good shit, the Lagunitas good shit, the double IPAs good shit, and not this Blue Moon bull crap, okay? Let's see here. No doubt I had a beer last night. Was fucking gross. I lose first. At least Jeff Nadel's honest about losing. I would take on your sister. I mean, if we're drinking coolers, I could probably go a long ass time. If we're drinking good shit, I will straight tell you, probably like 6 or 7. I'm ready to go to sleep. 6 or 7 of the good shit, I'm ready to go to sleep. Oh, that tastes like crap. Okay. I don't drink no more. MTS, that is kind of good, but kind of sad because we're doing a show called Baseball Beers and Bullshit. And if you don't drink, whatever. I do have a question for my football fans out there. And then I'm going to show you guys one more hat here in just a second since we're coming up on our hour time limit. So for a lot of the information or the news that I have tonight, we'll just do it tomorrow. It'll be better. I'll actually have a little more time. But on top of it, since tomorrow's Saturday, hopefully you guys don't work on Sunday so we can do that. Anyways, here's my question, you guys. When after scoring a touchdown, and if you decide to go for a 2-point conversion in NFL or even in college, and during the 2-point conversion, if you intercept the ball as a defender, or if you get a sack as a defender, or if you fumble the ball as an offensive player, does that go into your overall stat as a defender who as a quarterback who gets an interception? You get the interception. Do you get that on your overall statistics for the year that I had 12 interceptions? Does that one actually count on your statistics or on your stats? I don't know if I've ever really heard the answer to that. Can somebody legitimately answer me if yes, it does or no, it doesn't? Because they can't really return it for a touchdown. I guess on the 2-point conversion, they can tactically return it, I believe, to get the 2 points. But does it count if they don't return it and they just go down in the end zone? Does anybody actually know that? I see why they wanted you out of the band, Chef. I'm down for bullshits, though. That is perfect. And baseball, hopefully, MTS. What time tomorrow? Let's see here. What time tomorrow, Reds fan? I get off work at 7:30, so we're looking at about 8:15. So I know it's kind of late for you, and I'm sorry about that. It's not a statistical down, but you're still getting an interception. I mean, that doesn't mean nothing. You're still getting a sack. I mean, the rushing yards don't get nothing. The receiving yards for the quarterback, might want to look into that because I mean, they get credit for the 2-point conversion, right? The player that catches it, it's like, oh, he had 12. Do they actually have that stat where he had like 12 2-point conversions as a receiver this year? He caught 12 balls for – that's kind of interesting. Am I the only one that's thinking about it? See here. I'm doing fire training this year, so I'm not against drinking or any of that bullshit. Okay. You're doing fire training? That's actually cool. ATC cause, it doesn't count as an interception. Why not? Why not? I mean, you're still playing. You're the competition of the game. You're still playing. Why wouldn't it count? I mean, why don't you just why if anything they just don't like bat the ball out of the end zone? I mean, the sack wouldn't count either, I guess. Is there like any like does anybody actually know like the real rule? Like, I mean, I know everybody can say like it doesn't count, but has anybody actually ever asked that question? Let's see, it says in the rules that the play is not a play from scrimmage or a time down, therefore does not count as a recorded stat. I looked it up. Jeff Nadeau, that is why you're the best, and Professor Hatter, your brother sucks. Okay, well, I guess that's what it is. I think as a player, as playing defense, I'd maybe want it to count, but I guess, okay, I can see it. It's not a time down like you say, but it's still a down. So, okay, I'll take it. It is what it is. It does suck. It's the rule, so it is what it is. All right, so that only took a couple minutes. Before I show you guys the hat, let's check out one more news story of the day. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Look, I want to talk to you guys something. Next year, by the way, is anybody going to buy the Colin Kaepernick memoir book? Who the fuck is going to buy that book? If you guys have not heard, apparently Colin Kaepernick, former football player, decided not to play football because he wanted to raise something for his cause, but I don't really know if he really has done anything, but he's had kind of ample opportunities to come back and play football. Anyways, he's deciding to write a memoir book. He started his own publishing company or something. Is anybody actually going to buy his book? I will tell you guys. I will straight up tell you guys, if somebody gave me his book, I would read it. But I will tell you, I'm not spending my hard-earned money. Maybe that asshole in Houston can go to the library and get a copy and read it. But then again, he's very biased, so I can't believe a shit thing he says. So if somebody sends me the book, I'll read it. But I don't think I'm going to be paying what the $20-$25 that Colin Kaepernick's going to end up selling that book for. And I'm not saying Colin Kaepernick per se, because it's going to be the publishing company. The book manufacturers are the ones that are going to set the price, obviously with his name on it, expecting it to be a high seller, which will probably be number 1 or in the top 10 of New York's bestseller list. I could totally see that happening because of all the controversy surrounding it. But I will tell you, I would read it, but I'm not paying $25. It goes on sale for like $7.99. I might be in for it. Anybody else have any thoughts on the Colin Kaepernick memoir book? This guy, let's see, can Kaepernick even write? You don't need a right to write a book. Let's see here. Boo Hatter, go Jeff. Hey again. What did I miss? You missed a lot of cool shit. Jeff Nadeau was doing some awesome research, and he said Professor Hatter is potentially not his brother. They're waiting for a DNA test to come back. Can Kaepernick even write? This guy not buying his book. The XFL didn't want Cap. That is not actually kind of true, J38. They actually... Hang on, I'll get back to that. Who the fuck is Kaepernick? If you don't know MTS, don't worry about it. It is better you don't know. XFL said Cap was asking for too much money in the contract. Fucking Hatter, you always got to ruin my shit, Hatter. Fucking Hatter, you're going back to timeout. No, I'm kidding. Just so you know, J38, the actual XFL, if I remember right, they did want Kaepernick, but they couldn't work something out. As Professor Hatter politely added, he wanted too much money. I don't know if that was the full case, but they just couldn't get something worked out together. It's just like him trying to make a comeback in the NFL. Something didn't go his way, and so the little bitch went home and cried that he didn't get his way, and so now he is not playing football. Do I think that he could do good in the XFL and get his career back on track? Fuck yeah. After I got the news here that I want to go over, he could definitely get his shit back on track. But he's got to go in, play the game, play the game like he potentially can. And by the way, if you guys don't know, Kaepernick does have a good arm. He was drafted, if I remember right, by the Chicago Cubs as a pitcher, or the Cubs were actually looking at him as a pitcher, and he decided to play football. So he's got a good arm. But if he doesn't get his way, he cries like a little freaking beep. Anyways, I know, I'm fucking around, okay? Let's see, just a bitch ass, really. So, anyways, I feel like the XFL has a lot of potential. I'll go over that tomorrow. But what I wanted to really talk about here, and I want to cause a little controversy. So next year, there's a lot of changes. I believe it was either J38 or it was actually Dan D9 that said that Philip Rivers is not coming back to the Chargers, that he's going to become a free agent. She loved me. Okay. So with that being said, Philip Rivers is not going to come back to be the quarterback of the Chargers, which, in some ways, to me, I'm like, well, why do you say that? Just because he wants to go into free agency, you're telling me there's no chance that he's going to be the quarterback of the Chargers. I kind of don't believe that, because there's always a chance until the day he signs a contract with another team. But here we go. We got Tom Brady. And here, I'm going to give you guys some names of the quarterbacks that are potentially going to be out there this offseason. And I'm going to give you guys the potential home of where they're going to be playing. And you guys can say, Major League Hatz said it here first on his podcast, where these guys will be playing. Loves me more, J38. Rivers to Colts. So anyways, so Tom Brady, free agent. Philip Rivers, Drew Brees, Ryan Tannehill, Teddy Bridgewater, Jameis Winston, who, by the way, the Bucs said they're going to focus on defense this year, Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, Cam Newton are all going to be potentially on the board. And you're going to be like, well, Jimmy G already has a contract, so he's stuck with the Niners. That is not true. Not true one bit. If you say it's true, you don't know nothing about football, because anybody can get rid of their player any fucking time. So anyways, so Tom Brady, listen to this, guys. Tom Brady is going to go to the Las Vegas Raiders or the Santa Clara 49ers. Yes, I said Santa Clara 49ers because they play technically in San Jose, San Francisco 49ers. Philip Rivers is going to be playing for the Browns or Carolina. Yes, I said the Browns or Carolina. Drew Brees is either going to be 49ers, Browns, or the Vikings. Think about this for a second. What I'm saying, Drew Brees, 49ers, Browns, or Vikings. Ryan Tannehill, the Saints or the Giants. Intriguing. Teddy Bridgewater, Chargers or Tennessee. Tennessee needs a quarterback. I don't feel like they have a good quarterback per se. Yes, did they did pretty good? Yeah, they did good. Jameis Winston. Reds fan, listen to me. Jameis Winston, Cleveland Browns. I'm calling it here first. My number one draft pick, Baker Mayfield, is potentially not cutting the mustard, and I could see him out the way if they have a chance at Jameis Winston. By the way, you guys, just so you guys know, Jameis Winston got some LASIK surgery. He should be able to be seen 20/20 now. So, yes, look forward to that. Jimmy G, New England or San Diego. Take that. Cam freaking Newton Superman is going to be playing for the Washington team or the New York Giants. And then on top of all that, out of all the players I just mentioned, all the teams I just mentioned, the Washington football team, who need to change their name, are going to go after anybody they can. Yes, they currently have Alex Smith. If I remember right, he's currently kind of hurt, but he's not really doing much. I just feel like if the Washington can get a better quarterback like Brees or Rivers or Brady or Jimmy G, Cam Newton, Teddy Bridgewater, Ryan Tannehill, they're going to try to get them. Why wouldn't you try to get them if you're in Washington? So what do you guys think about some of those picks? Do you guys think I'm delusional when I am saying what I said of those players to those teams? I don't think so. The only guy I didn't throw in here that I should have thrown in here is some clown from Chicago, Mitch Trubisky. Yeah. I know my buddy, Professor Hatter, is not sold on Mitch Trubisky. I personally like him. I think he's going to be staying with the Bears, and I think he has a lot of upside. So what do we got here? No shit, right, Reds fan? Vikings can't eat Cousins' contract. Yes, they can. J38. Yes, they can. Bears need a quarterback. No, they don't. Hatter. They technically have a quarterback, so no, they don't. That's why they're not on the list. I think they're fine with Trubisky. After next year, if they have another season like they did last season, then I'll agree with you. But if he comes back and he does really good this up year, no, you're fine. You're fine for a couple years. Bucks work on anything. Cam out as Carolina QB. Tua time in Carolina. The thing is, though, J38, Tua, he's going to be sitting, if he's smart, and he's a very smart guy, he will be coming out, if he hasn't already declared already, I believe he did. He needs to sit out the whole season. He has some good mobility in his hips. If you guys don't know, he basically broke his hip, so he has limited mobility, and he's going to be sitting out. I feel like it's not going to really do him any good, especially if he's getting drafted from, like, I don't know, whatever team drafts him. He needs to sit out. You know, if he's a lottery pick in the top 10, he needs to sit out the whole year, make sure he's 100% healthy, collect a little bit of money too, but also just to get healthy. He's got to be healthy because as soon as he gets in, which if he sits the whole season, he's going to be probably starting coming out next year, not next year, but, you know, the following year. He needs to be sitting and be healthy because he's going to take some licks. Because the other team that needs a quarterback, and I didn't really put him on here because I don't know what the status of Ben Roethlisberger is, but Pittsburgh. I suspect Ben Roethlisberger will be back. He'll still obviously be the Steelers quarterback, and I don't feel like they're going to make a change unless they really have to. So that's why the Steelers aren't on this list. Let's see here. Let's see. Who takes Winston's spot in Tampa? Somebody from the draft. Somebody in the draft. Lions trade Stafford to draft Tua or Jay Herbert. Why would they freaking... Hatter, you lost at fantasy football. You had like the worst record in fantasy football. Why would they do that? Stafford's actually okay. And he's cool with Clayton Kershaw. Let's see. Mahomes to the Chiefs. Wow, there's a good idea. Cousins is overrated. Maybe so, but if he's winning some football games, people like him. Yasuo Peak will be Chiefs' new quarterback. He might as well. He's got a great arm. I mean, why not? Shit, I would take him when he... That's actually a hell of an idea. Ezekiel baseball. Throw freaking Yasiel Puig in there as a quarterback and let him play the Wildcat formation or, you know, quarterback option like Cordell Stewart. Dude's got a freaking cannon for the arm, and he'll run your ass over. I love that idea. Excuse me. In 2035, okay, Cousins' contract locked him into Minnesota. He got 100% guaranteed money. No one else is dumb enough to take that contract for an overrated QB. Hatter. There's no such thing as a guaranteed contract in a sense. If he has his guaranteed amount, which, okay, fine, he probably does if you're saying that, but that doesn't mean that the team is locked in on him. Hatter, come on. Did you take any business classes? If the Vikings want to, they can get rid of his ass. All they got to do is pay him. And if they feel like they can get better, they're going to get better. Why would you not want to get better? If you have a chance, did I get Minnesota with any quarterbacks? Yeah, I did. His name's Drew Brees. If I'm the Vikings and I have a chance at Drew Brees, Cousins who? Cousins fucking who? Oh my God, Hatter, come on. No player for football is locked in. And money's just a number to them. These guys, these owners are making freaking millions and billions of freaking dollars in revenue a year. They don't care about $25, $30 million a year. Obviously, they don't if they're willing to pay Jameis Winston, who has the same amount of interceptions as touchdowns. I think it's like in the 30s. If they're willing to pay him fucking $30 million. So why would the Vikings care about eating Cousins' contract if they have a chance at a proven star quarterback like Drew Brees? Explain that to me with some good logic. Let's see here. Who's going to be the first to drift pick? I don't know who the first drift pick is. If you're saying draft pick, I think it's that guy from LSU, the quarterback. I think that's who it is. We'll have to get back on the draft picks. I got to see who's in the draft MTS 303 to see what we're doing and who, if there's any trades. So we'll get back to that one. So I know what you're talking about. Brady to Green Bay. Hatter, bring back that Jeff Needle guy. Tom Brady is not going to fucking Green Bay. There's no fucking way Tom Brady is going to Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is the guy. Aaron Rodgers is staying there till the day he says, I'm done. Rodgers back home to Niners. No, that is going to be Tom Brady's home. You are right about Cousins, Hatter. Thank you, J38. Hatter, you're right, but it doesn't mean you're right. Remember that. You almost got kicked out of band, remember? Yeah, I'm with you on this, Hatter. Sorry, Major. Damn, I got two people getting it. Hatch, you're wrong. It's okay to be wrong once in a while. I'm never wrong. I won the championship in fantasy football and baseball. Oh, by the way, you guys check out my nice little hockey record in fantasy baseball or in fantasy hockey. I'm doing really good. I'm actually in first place with Sullivan and Hatter. Wow, a little bit nobody like me is in first place in fantasy hockey. Yes. Burrow will be Burrow will foe one in my opinion. I believe Cincinnati has Cincinnati does have the first pick, and Joe Burrow is projected to go number one if I remember right. Rodgers needs better Poo-Tang, not really sure. Go one, yes, Red Sand. Draft, sorry guys, I'm for it. Yeah, well, also, TS, I just like messing with people with their spelling. I do it all the time. Like my niece, she'll like try to correct me in my grammar. So whenever she'll start texting me or whatever, dude, I nail her ass. So I'm like, that's what you get for fucking with your deal. You shouldn't correct my spelling if you don't want your spelling to get fucked with. Let's see here. I don't know. Your team isn't that great. I forget to set my team once in a while. I have like 2 or 3 players who have more points than your OV. Hatter, just fucking make up all the excuses. Does everybody remember when Hatter was like 9-0 and he's walking through the locker room and he's got his like little figure of death and he's like chomping everybody and he posted a picture and all our names were like on death's door or some shit. You guys don't remember that? He posted it. I think it was on Instagram, this social media thing. So, Hatter, just face it, dude. You don't know hockey like you think you know hockey. And I'm winning. I'm tied. Me, Sullivan, and Hatter. Anyways, guys, let's get on to the last hat because we've been here for a while. I've still not really seen any kind of compelling arguments about these quarterbacks, so I guess nobody really cares. And all Hatter could say is like, well, the Vikings owe Cousins money, so they're not going to get rid of them. So, okay, yeah, sure. Vikings have mortgaged themselves to a guy that tries a conversion van. Let's see, I was one of those dead teams. Yes, who's on the heart monitor now? Well, I mean, I got to do my blood pressure every night. I got to get that checked out, and then I got to do it in the morning. So I guess I'm on the heart monitor. Does that count? Who really gives a shit who's on the heart monitor? I mean, my dad was on the heart monitor a couple months ago in the hospital. Does that count, Hatter? Okay, last hat. And this hat, you guys, I've actually had for a while. But the thing is, it was a blank hat. And cheers. Hey, Saucy Senorita, how you doing tonight? So I was messing with the embroidery machine at work because they really want me to learn how to use the machine. And it's complicated, but it's not too complicated. It's just I really don't want to do it. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm just kind of weird about it. I mean, I've done like jobs where I've had to handle small things, like stent rings and stuff like that. It's just for me, it's like I just don't want the people kind of like staring at me while I'm trying to get the hat in there right or change the thread or anything like that. So, but whatever. They want me to learn how to do the embroidery machine. So here's what I did yesterday on a blank hat. They told me to bring some hats in. So I will be adding this to collection. Excuse me, this will be hat number 801 because originally it was a blank, so it wasn't counted. But we got the little baseball guy. Basically, what it was is that Lids has all these pictures on their database, and I chose this picture. And I could have changed the color and everything if I wanted to, like the bat and his tongue and the ball seams and even the baseball guy himself. I could have changed it, but I decided not to. I thought this would be a nice, clean logo with the bat going through the little baseball guy, the screaming baseball. Just thought it was really cool. And the fact that basically I set this all up myself. I programmed the machine. The only thing I didn't do is some of the thread broke, so it had to get fixed. And my manager did that for me. But I basically set the machine up. I set the color formations in the right order on the machine itself. So if there would have been any screw ups with the color variations or the color sequence, it would have all been on me. So feel really nice about the hat. I think overall it actually came out really nice. You guys can actually go into lids, and no, I'm not promoting lids. I'm just letting you guys know. If you guys actually like this logo, you guys can go in and do it yourself. It's usually like $18.99, $20. And then, of course, if you have your Access Pass membership, you save your, 10%, 20% off embroidery. No, I'm not promoting lids. I just want to let you guys know. So I am going to count this in my collection because it is a white fitted hat that I've had for a while. It is a new era, made in China and 100% cotton. So just kind of proud about this. The next step is basically me to do everything from start to finish, and possibly even changing the color of the spools, the thread spools, and we'll see like that. But I did about 90%. Like I said, there was a couple little hiccups with the string breaking, whatever. So my manager had to fix it. So came out really good. I like it a lot. All right, let's see here. Yup, that's pretty sick. Hat Club exclusive. Nice. Put that on a black hat instead of white. Yeah, that's actually not a bad idea, Johnny. It's just the white hat was the only blank one I had in the collection. I was saving it, and so yeah, that's why I brought it. Let's see here. Black hat would be dope. Just opened today's mail call. It's a made in the USA hat. Congratulations. By the way, if you guys don't know, Hatter he got his iPad back, by the way, and he's still lingering on about his White Sox documentary and about how he cut part of his face off so he doesn't have the hat in the pictures. I don't know. He's doing some more filming or whatever. So if anybody was waiting like me for the White Sox documentary, we're probably not going to be seeing it for quite a while. So yes. What hat Hatter? So anyways, guys, really want to thank you guys for your time tonight. Thank you for everybody that joined. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Tomorrow, we are going to go hard. Everything I have on my notes that we didn't talk about tonight, we are going to be talking about tomorrow. So tomorrow potentially could be an hour and a half, 2 hours. I have 6 hats to show you. I have one special hat that somebody sent me, and if they're okay with me saying their name tomorrow, I will say their name. But I got like 6, 7 hats to show you guys because I like to do like a collection set on baseball, beers, and bullshit. By the way, guys, Hatter did make me a nice logo for baseball, beers, and bullshit. Maybe I'll put that up tomorrow for the thumbnail. I'm not sure, but it's actually really cool. Or I'll just show you guys a little picture of what it looks later on. So don't forget, tomorrow I get off work at 7:30. So I should be here about 8:15, somewhere around there. So hopefully you guys can join. And if you guys can't, I'll understand. I know it's kind of late for some of you guys. So thank you guys for joining me for this late Major League Hats weekly podcast. And then tomorrow, baseball, beers, bullshit. I hope to see everybody there, but if you can't, I'll see you guys in the replay. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Good night, everybody. Say his name. Johnny G, you got it, bud. Good night, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Major League Hats out. Bye, everybody. See ya.